Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings today. We have a trending news here for you. And the headline of the news reads, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma may not rule Imolites for long. See reasons. But before we go on with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos on YouTube.
All right, Senator Hope Uzodinma of the All Progressive Congress was declared the elected governor of Imo State by a panel of Supreme Court justices is no longer news. The Supreme Court had nullified Emeka Ihediohan's election after ruling that, contrary to the result declared by INEC and upheld by both the state's electoral tribunal as well as the Court of Appeal, Senator Hope Uzodinma polled the highest number of valid votes cast after the results of vote from 338 polling units that were hitherto not added were included for Senator Hope Uzodinma and his party, the All Progressive Congress (APC). The court also ordered the immediate swearing-in of Uzodinma as lawful winner of March 9, 2019 governorship election in Imo State. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has issued certificates of return to Senator Hope Uzodinma as the governor of Imo State yesterday after being served with the judgment of Supreme Court, thereby putting the final seal in his assumption of office as the executive governor of Imo State. Senator Hope Uzodinma was eventually sworn in as the 6th executive governor of Imo State yesterday. The pertinent and million-dollar question is how Senator Hope Uzodinma will survive a 4-year tenure as governor of Imo State under a House of Assembly where he had no single legislature from his party, the All Progressive Congress (APC). Of the 27-member state House of Assembly, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has 13 members. The Action Alliance has 8, while the All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA) has 6 members. Now, how will Senator Hope Uzodinma work with a state legislature that consists of 27 opposition lawmakers and no party member? What survival options are open to Senator Hope Uzodinma? Remember, the tussle for the control of Edo State House of Assembly between Adams Oshiomhole and Governor Godwin Obaseki is yet to be resolved, and this is a case of intra-party crisis. One would now appreciate the situation facing Senator Hope Uzodinma, who has to work with the State House completely controlled by the opposition. Senator Hope Uzodinma has the Herculean task of weighing all the opposition House members from APGA, AA, and a good number of PDP House members to APC to be able to weather through his 4-year tenure. The real danger facing Senator Hope Uzodinma is that the opposition lawmakers could conspire to impeach him and his deputy and arrange the sharing of the position of governor and deputy governor, speaker and deputy speaker among themselves. This is a very easy task to achieve of the members of State House of Assembly if they resolve to do so. This is where his political experience and sagacity will come to near. It remains now to be seen how Senator Hope Uzodinma will maneuver his dicey political regime. He requires a lot of wisdom and tact in this regard. So it's over to Senator Hope Uzodinma. We wish him all the best and luck he needs.
All right, thank you very much. And this is quite a critical one for Uzodinma, as much as everybody is celebrating his, victory in the Supreme Court judgment. At the same time, there is a lot for him to handle right now, owing to the fact that he is going to be facing oppositions. These people had a wish that their own person was there. They had a wish that it wasn't him. They had a wish that possibly it would have still been, the person of Emeka Ihedioha. So right now, ex-party is one thing that is meant to be seen by him. Ex-party in politics, ex-party in leadership is one of the things that people will be looking out for, and people will also, it's going to be, for me, I feel that this is going to be an opportunity for people to learn. A lot of people are going to be learning from this, because if you go through history, really this kind of thing happen. At least you will have few of your party members there in the house who may possibly woo other people to work with them. Some of them may have been loved by other people from other parties, and they may have cooperated with other people from other party in the state house. So by the time you come on board, you now rally around them and say, who and who do you think that we can talk to and sway them to come to our side? From there, kick the ball rolling. But in this case, it's really amazing. In this case, not even a single member of APC is there in the house, State House of Assembly. Let me just refresh your memory once again, that 27 members in the State House of Assembly. The PDP has 13 members. The Action Alliance has 8 members. And the remaining the remaining 6 goes to APGA. It goes to APGA. So how is it going to get it done? That's why there's a lot of political analysis right now. Most people believe that for him to go through 4 years and still find himself there and get re-elected may be something that is close to impossible, because one of the things you have to consider here is that if he survives up till the end of his 4-year tenure, certainly he's going to influence who becomes a member of the State House of Assembly, which therefore means most of them may be thrown out, or two options for them. They may be thrown out because he will make sure that he works out things politically to ensure that APC gets into this position. Yes. So 2 things are going to be left for those guys if they don't impeach him before that time. One of it is to strengthen your own base, your own structure in your constituency seriously, or you cross carpet to APC so that you can, but these are some of the things that I believe that most of the lawmakers in the state, that's in Imo State, may not want to go through. So what do you think they may possibly do here? So, based on the news the analysis here, one of the things I'm thinking is that Hope Uzodimma, needs to work with Uche. Don't forget that Uche Nwosu was in AA. And I'm talking about Action Alliance. And they have 8 members there. So I believe there must have been some relationship. If Uche Nwosu was a nice guy when he got in there, don't forget too that he has not spent too long a time there. I think it's barely, how many months has he spent there in AA? Barely 10 months or so, or less than 10 months, because less than 10 months, he has already come back to APC. So he may not really have strengthened, he may not really had gotten a good relationship with these people. And don't also forget that these people had won their own election. So as at that point, most of them may not really validate. But at that point, I think that Uzodimma needs to see how he can meet some of those guys in respective parties who are not actually PDP, because the people that will be carrying revenge spirit in them right now will be PDP. We've got to and they are the highest in here. And all what they need to do, get 2, 3, 4 persons from the other people to join them, and before you know, they wage war against him and kick him out of that. All what it requires is now zoning. If we are going into this thing, okay, if you people are going to win this, I want to win this one. By the time they go into political agreement, before you know, they will kick him out. So the question is, how is he going to get this thing done? One of the ways, which I have already suggested now, try to talk to AAC or AA, because I know APGA has such a strong root there. All of them will want. So here, number 1, pride. He needs to kill his pride. Number 2, he must try to work in line with the Constitution. And I know it's really going to be a tough one for him. He needs a lot of smartness. Number 3, he needs to get a lot of people around him who will try to talk those, lawmakers into accepting his bill, because there are a lot of things he may throw at them which they may blatantly refuse, because everybody wants to support the best way he's coming from.
Don't forget that Hope Uzodinma was one time or still is one time here as a senator, so he knows the psychology in Senate, even though it's actually even though that's upper chamber anyway. But this can be a blessing in disguise for the Imolites, where the two of them don't agree. Remember, I know that in Nigerian politics, it's not always as it seems. You never can tell the underground moves, the signing here and there that must have taken place. Say, look, if you're going to do this to us or do this for us, we can install you back as the governor. If you're going to give us this part of Imo, that we do our part. There'll be some informal signing here and the agreement here and there that may not be favorable to the Imolites as a whole. So hence, if he now comes in with the hope of, bringing in those agreements that he has signed informally, this is just my perception now, bringing in all those, agreements he must have signed informally behind the Imolites, which may not favor the Imolites as a whole in general. If he tries to bring it in, there is a House of Assembly State House of Assembly waiting to hit him hard. Don't forget that already the people who are the ones that have the highest numbers is PDP, and they actually removed a PDP governor. So they are coming all out for him. Anything he says that is contrary to the constitution, they will hit him hard. Yeah. If he makes the mistake of saying, okay, there's one land, let us, based on the Nigerian constitution, let's just leave a particular land to the Fulanis, he's going to get it hot. Yes. They will campaign against him. In fact, they will throw it to this. Normally in Nigeria, senators don't usually throw open questions to public. They usually avoid it. They try to do it in-house. This one, they will throw it to Imolite. Imolite, do you like the idea that Fulani should take away a particular land? He will have a serious tenor, I tell you. It's going to be a tenor where he'll begin to wonder, are we fighting here? At some point, he may need to call on them and say, look, we are all fighting for the good of Imo. They will answer yes, because in politics, diplomacy is the order of the day. I see a strong fight for him. I don't know how he's going to do it. Remember, these guys are not particularly looking for a seat. They already have 4 years already on ground. So they're not doing it to favor him. So it's not a case of, okay, it's 1 year to go, so let's work with you. They will probably work against him, except he's going to come with genuine facts where he wants to truly turn Imo to what it should be. But don't forget, he must have entered there because there's some things he must have signed that have made this possible.
Okay. Yeah, this we are alleging right now. We are not so certain that there are things he must have signed, just assuming. We are assuming that possibly because everyone is trying to think how food position would jump to face position
and impeach
just like that. So a lot of people countless believe that there must have been certain agreement that he may have, entered into, which may not augur well for the Imolite. Guess what? Time will tell. And as we rightly say, the issue here is the Imolites are going to suffer, because I believe that he has a lot of plans that he wants to throw out. Some may be good and some may be bad. But at this point, whenever you carry a judgmental spirit towards a person, nothing the person does is good. You understand? Yes. Everything he does is totally bad. Every step he wants to take is bad. So right now he needs some level of expertise. He needs to bring in political, guys into play. And how do we win these guys to ourselves? What are the things that I can put in front of them that may cause them to change their own plan towards frustrating my own administration? Because number one, what they will do is to keep frustrating him to the point whereby the Imolites will be saying, what are you doing there? See how we are suffering. They told us that when you come on board, you are bringing hope to the people. What we are seeing here is frustration all the way. And from there, they may likely pass a vote of no confidence on him. So right now, the ball is in his court. He needs to know how to handle this issue. If not, his administration may be the worst, and that may call for impeachment. And if that calls for impeachment, then it's going to be something not palatable for the APC. And guess what? Why I'm seeing it very difficult for him to stay for the next 4 years is the fact that for those who are not willing to cross carpet to APC, it's going to be so frustrating. I think he needs to start making a lot of promises to a lot of them. Even APC as a body needs to come down to Imo State to see how they can begin to throw promises at these people. Promises like, hey, we are going to upgrade you. You are going to go for a senatorial seat. We are going to upgrade you. But, politics, just like if you listen to some of the things that we have said before now, receive no day for money way you dey spend. You understand? That's number one thing you need to take into consideration. Apart from receiving things can change at the last minute. You understand? So right now the fight is becoming so wonderful. It's going to be a huge one. Don't also forget that even the presidency is going to be leaving after these 4 years. So, and we know who Buhari is. That guy, to some extent, he can just wake up and change his mind and say, man, I want a clean election. And that may bring a lot of frustration on the APC. So, all what I have to tell him, His Excellency, Governor of Imo State, Governor Hope Uzodimma, welcome on board, but you've got a lot of fight. You've got a lot of things to do to, put yourself afloat, and a lot of people are waiting to learn from you. That's where we're going to leave it. Go to our comment section. What do you think about it? Do you think he can stay the next 4 years even without a single party member?